Okay. Oh, do I need to introduce myself?
Yeah, that would be good. That's
Okay. So, I'm Alex Thomas, and I'm originally from Maryland, which is on the East Coast. I'm a history and theology double major, and I'm a sophomore here.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I would say I wanted to be what my mom was, and I would say psychologist just really because I liked my mom and I thought it was a cool name for something. I didn't know what it was at all. Now I'm hoping to eventually work in a church as like a minister, not a psychologist.
So if you were a mythical creature, what would you be?
Definitely a hippogriff.
Why hippogriff?
I love Harry Potter, and Buckbeak is just a wonderful character, and I'd hope to be just as good of a hippogriff as he was. Favorite book is Gone with the Wind, definitely. Favorite movie is Silver Linings Playbook. Robert De Niro's character reminds me a lot of my grandfather, so whenever I watch it, it's like my life when I go visit him.
If you could go anywhere in space and time, where would you go? And why?
Whew, I think I would go back and watch my parents' wedding. That's kind of corny, but I think that'd be really cool to sit and watch it. And maybe if they could see me be like, hey, I'm your daughter. And they'd be like, oh, and like freak them out. I think I'm pretty decent at organization. I can usually get my ideas across through the way I structure my papers usually pretty well. I absolutely hate getting feedback. And now it's weird because like I'm giving feedback to people, but I have a hard time kind of hearing what other people have to say about my writing. But it's always usually helpful, and I always learn new writing strategies through feedback. It's never really easy. It's always sort of like a challenge, and I think that's something that I like doing, being challenged and sort of like being like, oh, I don't know how to answer this. Like, I'm really going to have to think about it. I like to tell clients that it's helpful to read their papers out loud. Oftentimes when we do that in the session, they notice things that you wouldn't have normally if you just, kind of read it on your own. I think my favorite part about working here is at the end of the session, we ask, like, did you learn any new writing strategies during our session? And every time I ask that question, I'm like, I bet the client didn't learn anything, but I'm always surprised to hear that clients learned things in our sessions. That makes me feel like I'm being helpful, but it's also nice to hear that they're taking something away from the session. I think that's my favorite part. I'm always like, wait, really? You learned that? And they're like, oh yeah, like I didn't know what you had said about this. And I was like, okay, great. Like, yeah, you can use that for future papers. So